Welcome to Glowing Glands. Finding a comfortable place in standing, spreading the feet so you feel a strong connection to the earth. And now curling in on yourself so the knees bend, we wrap around. This contained position, echoing the winter time, inward, dark. Then we release the arms, push through the feet, the pelvis comes forwards, the arms begin to rise with a sense of spring. From spring, they open up to summer, expansive. And then the arms turn, late summer, preparing for the descent. The arms now come down, the knees bend. Autumn. Until we return to this season of containment, winter. Releasing the arms, rolling up with the pelvis coming forward. Feeling the connection through the feet with the earth. And then the arms are coming up. We're going to bring the palms together. And having a sense of the third tree in this season. The Xmas tide. And then separating the hands and starting to rotate them quickly. They'll come into view now. The sense of twinkling lights. We'll come back up. And down. So like a tree, we have a central sense of trunk. Bring the hands to the neck and push into the bones here. So our bony spine, central. Come now to press into the lower back. See if you can feel some of the vertebra. And then softening the knees. Seeing if you can find some kind of wavy movement for the spine. Let that settle. growing out of the front of the spine. We have energetic areas which are connected to the glands in the body, the endocrine glands. So, placing the fingers to the crown, the pineal gland, cone-shaped, and then between the eyebrows, the pituitary gland, the size of a pea, fingers to the throat for the thyroid, like a butterfly, and in each wing, if you imagine a spot, you have the parathyroid glands. Above the heart, the thymus, also butterfly shaped. Coming to the left side under the stomach, you have the pancreas. It's a organ, but also has a gland aspect of it. Now down under the navel, reproductive organs, which also have gland functions too. And then on the top of the kidneys, like hats, you have the adrenal glands. So this is our focus for the session, the glow of the glands. And we're starting with the mid glands of of thymus and pancreas. So we have a flow. We're starting by tapping into the thymus. Then we have prayer hands connecting to this gland. We're taking the left leg back. Both legs are straight-ish. You can either keep the hands here or they could come to the back. Then we're leaning back, lifting the thymus up. And then we're lengthening it forwards. We come up a little bit. We release and turn into our pyramid. From the pyramid, we bend that front leg. We arc over the back. Top arm, arms forwards. We step in And we are on the ball of the foot, of the left foot. We turn the knee out. We take the arms up. I have palms together. And we're going to either stay here or find a balance. Coming out of the balance, releasing the arms. I'm going to change sides and tapping the thymus. Prayer hands. Right leg back. Either keeping the hands here or taking them to the back. A back arc. A front lengthening. Releasing arms and turning into the triangle. The front knee bends. We arc back. We let this arm come forwards and down. We step back in onto the ball of the foot. This right leg then turns out. We either stay here with the arms reaching up, or we take that foot off into a balance. We come down, hands back to the heart. Then we lace the fingers together. So the pineal gland connecting up to the crown. Find a rotation from here to the left, back to center, to the right, back to center. We have these prayer hands, the thumbs coming between the eyebrows, and just pulse the elbows back. So the pituitary gland. Then we're just going to slide the hands either side of the head until it takes us down to the throat here, the thyroid and parathyroid glands. To connect here, and also with the two previous ones, we'll lace the fingers together behind the head. Bring the elbows forwards and down. Feel how the throat closes. And then we bring the elbows back. The head comes up. So although these three glands aren't in the spine, the head is a attached to the top of the spine. So it still keeps that central place in relationship to the spine. We are releasing. We're coming to a wider stance and a flow for the reproductive organs and the adrenal glands on top of the kidneys. So soften through the knees here. Bring the hands onto the pelvis. We have circles to the left. We then take hands to the reproductive organs, the left on top. We bend that left leg, reach out. From here, we adjust what's now going to be the back leg. The right leg comes out a bit wider. We turn the left, the front one. We bend it, warrior two. Then we're bringing the back arm round. The left arm is coming underneath, and you can either make this V shape or you can wrap the eagle arms. Whichever one you've chosen, just come to lean into that front leg. We release the arms. I'm going to rest on that front leg. The other arm either settles at the back or it might wrap all the way round. We twist, look up. We push through the feet. We turn forwards. Both legs bend. We lift the left heel. If it's not comfortable, then keep it down. And we arc towards it. Coming out, foot down, hands to the pelvis, and circling to the right. Right hand on top, opening to the side. The left leg becomes the back leg, right the front, into warrior two. The back arm comes across. The right arm then comes under, they bend. You either stay with this V shape or you wrap to make the eagle arms and then take the weight over. Release the arms. Coming to rest on that front leg, not too heavily. The other arm at the back, it might wrap around, just twist the torso. And we ease our way out of this. Bend the legs. The right heel comes up. If it's appropriate, we arc towards. The foot comes down, we release out and come back to a neutral standing position. Take a moment to feel into yourself. Possibly there are different sensations compared to when we started. And now we're going to come onto hands and knees. I will be adjusting my camera and taking a quick drink, and I will meet you there. If you need any support, the knees, etc., please bring them with you. So a sense of the spine, which these glands, through their energetic centers, sometimes referred to as chakras, are engaged with. We have an arc up. We have an arc down. We repeat. From a neutral hands and knees, we take the left leg back, the right arm forwards. Now you can stay in this position, or you might choose to take it into a balance. We return to our neutral hands and knees and the cat arcing up, down, up, and down. From neutral, the right leg comes back, left arm forwards. Again, you might stay here, you might come into the balance. And then we return for 2 more arcs up and down. From the neutral back, we have a flow for our mid glands, the thymus, and the pancreas. The hands come forwards. We reach them through. We come back. So your pelvis might stay quite high. It might come down. We're leaving the arms, if it's comfortable, forwards. You might find they slide back a bit. However, if you need to bend them, obviously do. Please adapt everything to suit your body. Then we come back. We take the hands to the right and bring the left leg through. From here, the left arm comes up and we have a twist. You may be able to curl the back toes under, take that knee off, and have a deeper twist. We come back, the knee comes down. We take the hands to the right, so this front leg can come back, and then it's going to come forwards again into the pigeon, bringing the glands through. Then we find our way through neutral, hands and knees, curl the toes under, downward facing dog. See if you can bring the thymus, the chest area, towards the legs. We bend the knees. We're going to step into a fold. We're bringing the right hand to either the foot or the leg of the left. If it's comfortable, lengthen the legs and the arm comes up. So we have a folded twist. We release. We come down. I'm going to turn around to bring the other side of the body into view. So, again, coming through. Reaching back. Returning to the neutral hands and knees. Then the hands come to the left, so the right leg can come through. The right arm comes up. The back leg, possibly the toes curl under, possibly you take the knee off, possibly you lengthen it. And then we find our way out of this. The front leg comes back a bit and then finds its way through. From here we push back, toes curl under, downward facing dog, pulsing the thymus towards the legs. We're going to step that into a fold. This time, it's the left hand to the outside, whether it's the foot or the leg. See where it's comfortable. Possibly the legs stay bent, they might lengthen. And then the other arm reaches up, a twisted fold. When we find our way out of this, for our 3 upper glands. We take the hands wider. So the pineal gland connecting with the crown of the head. If you circle your pelvis, it will create a massage here at the crown. Then circle in the other direction. take a pause. Now we're going to rest in a high child with the forehead to the mat for the pituitary gland between the eyebrows. You can be still or you could gently rock here. Then we push up. We either come to a high kneeling position or we come to sit back on the heels in a kneeling position, or we have a low kneeling position. See which one suits you. Come to touch the throat where you have the thyroid and the parathyroid glands. If you're in a low kneeling position, then come up. We're going to take the arms behind, just gently, if it's comfortable, hold each elbow. We'll bring the pelvis forward. So you might have a small back bend. It might be a bit larger, but it's going to bring the thyroid and the parathyroid glands up towards the sky. And then we ease out for our last flow on hands and knees. And this one is for the lower glands, the adrenals and the reproductive glands of ovaries and testes. So we are taking the right leg. It comes back, we push. So the legs connect into the pelvis. Also, there's a strong connection from here right up to the kidney with the adrenal gland on the top. So this is the right here. We're going to take the left hand onto the sacrum and just see if we can twist. We come back. This back leg then comes in, hands to the left, so we can bring this leg through again. This time we are widening it out to the side. We find our way up. The pelvis is coming between the two knees. We're reaching the arms up. And then the left arm, the opposite one to the front leg, comes to the back leg, and we arc. We release out of this. The leg comes back. We have a downward facing dog. From the downward facing dog, we step in again. We have a forward fold this time, just gentle clasp, either at the back here or it could be at the front. And if you want to, you can lengthen a little or a lot your legs. Releasing out. Back to our neutral. Hands and knees. I'm turning. So this time, it's the left leg. We're taking the right hand to the sacrum and twisting. we come back. The leg comes in, both hands to the right, so the left leg can come through. We let that foot turn out. We find our position up vertically. We let the hips come between the two knees. This takes you into the lunge. And we'll take the arms up. The right hand is then coming to the right leg. We arc. So we're using the power of the pelvis to create this arc. We come out. The hands come down. The leg comes back. Toes curl under. Downward facing dog. So from here you can either step the hand or place the hands in or step the feet in, whichever takes you to a forward fold. The knees can be bent, they can be lengthened. Taking a clasp of elbows either at the front or the back. And finding this clasp standing forward fold. And then we ease out of this. Come on to hands and knees. We're going to connect with the spine again and the relationship with all these glands by bringing the knee to the nose. Doesn't matter which leg you use. And then we come up into the tiger. So we're arcing one way, then the other. And we finish with the tiger. It comes down and we change to the other side. So knee towards the nose, that arcs the spine one way, then the other. So basically it's the cat arc again. The next time you're in the tiger, take a pause. And then we will find our way to a sitting position. So I've got my legs crossed, but you don't have to have them. You could have them lengthened out. We're going to have a sense of the glands and their energetic centers. So placing the fingers onto the crown, the pineal, pituitary gland, thyroid and parathyroid, thymus, to the left, the pancreas underneath the stomach, the reproductive glands, and then the adrenals on top of the kidneys. So our first flow in sitting is for the mid glands, thymus and pancreas. We're going to tap thymus gland. Perhaps imagine a butterfly. Then we're lacing the fingers up above the head. We're arcing over to the left. We come back. The arms come down in front. We turn the hands. We're pushing the thymus back, and then we're bringing it forwards to the hands. We push back. We bring forwards. We push back. We bring forwards. Then we rotate to the left. The right hand comes down, and we create a rotation. So the rotation, as you might feel here, connects into the pancreas, which is both an organ and gland. We come back a little and then fold over. So it might be quite a high fold, keeping the spine lengthened. You might start to curve the spine a little. Then the hands slide in. We take a little bit of weight into the left arm. So we're going down palm and lower arm so that we can free the other leg. Now, this other leg can either be lengthened. It might come in like this, or it might come 90-90. So I'm going to stay with 90-90, but you choose which leg configuration. Some people need a block underneath here. Some people really do need to keep it extended. The left arm comes back. I'm going to reach through. You can stay here, or you can lift. We take a pulse up, possibly looking at the ceiling. And then bring that all the way back down. We're coming out of this, bringing that right leg in front, lengthened. The left comes across, and we twist back to the left. And come back. We have crossed legs again. This time the right in front, or the opposite one to last time. Tapping the thymus. Then we're lacing the fingers, pushing away and up. Maybe lifting up and over. Coming back. Hands down, just turning so the palms are facing towards you. And then we are pushing the thymus back and then bringing it forwards to meet the hands. Push back, bring forwards, push back, bring forwards. And here we release the arms and we twist to the right side. We're rotating back, so we have a connection over that right leg. We're sliding forwards. We're either keeping the back relatively straight, or we're curving it and coming down a little bit lower. Your choice. We're then shifting our weight into this right palm and lower arm. We're going to let the left leg find its way out. It can either stay extended, it could come in close, it could come 90-90. So you try and discover which one feels most comfortable, and it might be different to the other side. The right hand comes behind. We take the left arm through. We can either stay here. We could lift the pelvis, find that reach up. Then that comes down. The leg, then the left one will extend forwards. The right comes over and we twist that way. We come back. We uncross. From here, we're going to come onto our backs. We're going to connect into the upper glands and all of them together. So we're lacing the fingers together, the knees are bent. We place the hands underneath the head. I'll pause here in case I've gone a little bit too fast for you. And then if you suck in your abdominals, bring the elbows towards each other. And you're connecting into the top three. And then back. We'll do this twice more. We release the hands and place them on the thighs. So from here, we bring the chin to the chest, drawing the abdominals, and then slide the hands up. And this will bring in the thymus and the pancreas. Take a pause there. And then lower back down. So the classic yoga position, the bridge, really takes us through the whole spine, the head, and all of these glands with their energetic centers. So we push the feet into the mat, the hands, the arms, the shoulders, the back of the head. We are sucking the abdominals and we're slowly rolling up. You might notice when you're at the top that pressure is exerted into the throat and head. So particularly the thyroid and parathyroid glands are being compressed. And then we gently roll on down. We're going to bring our hands to the reproductive organs here and just suck the abdominals underneath your hands. You might notice it creates a little tilt. Release the arms. We're going to carry on sucking the abdominals, but let the pelvis come up a little bit higher so you feel that you're pushing into the adrenal glands at the top of the kidneys. Push down. Then we're coming to bring the knees up and have a rock there. So this compresses the reproductive organs. It presses into the adrenals. And from here, I'm just going to lengthen up, flex the feet. Just give the backs of the legs in contact. And then we bend down. We keep one leg bent, the other lengthens. It really doesn't matter which one you choose. Now for the hands, they come underneath the back, the lower back. And see if you can bring the chin to the chest and just push up so you're on the lower arm. We're going to let now the other leg lengthen. We're going to lift up through the thymus. We're going to lengthen the thyroid and let the pituitary gland be connected directly up to the sky. So the fish yoga position, or an adaptation of it. We then soften the heart, bring it down. You'll find that the head curls. Choose a leg to bend, doesn't matter which one. And then we find our way back up. And we have one more flow. So this is for the lower glands, the adrenals, and the reproductive glands, which are connected with the organs. So we're going to start by brushing the adrenals. We're then taking a fold. We come out of this. We let the legs bend. We balance on the sitting bones. And got a half boat, or it might be a full boat by extending the legs. You need the support of your abdominals. Be aware of your tippy point through the pelvic bones. And then we come out of this into our butterfly. The knees might be high, they might be low. See what suits you. And then from there we have a fold. We come out of this. The knees come up. The right foot is flat. The other one lengthens. We push up so the lower glands striving up. We connect with the other ones too. We come back down. This bent leg opens and we have another fold. We slide on back up. We're going to rub the sacrum there at the back of the reproductive glands, and extend and shake out. So once more, starting with the adrenals, little hats on top of the kidneys, and then take that, if you bring the buttocks back and then fold. It might be here that you're comfortable. You might bend the arms. See what emerges for you. And then slide on back up. We let the legs bend. We find our balance, half boat or full boat. Into butterfly. From butterfly, a fold. Again, you can lengthen forwards all round. We come back out of this. The right leg will lengthen, the left bend. The foot is down. We use this to propel us up. We come back into our half butterfly folds. And here we slide back up, give our sacrum a nice rub. From here, we open into the fan. So your legs could be like this, or wherever they comfortably go. Out. We're going to bring all our glands into a fold. So the arms could stay on the legs, they could come out in front. Wherever you are, bring yourself out of this. We're going to let the prayer hands come up. And again, have a sense of the fir tree. Then we come in, can wiggle toes, hands, a sense of the Xmas lights back up and down. From here, coming to any position with your legs for our final few moments. Allow the spine to grow up to the sky and down to the earth at the same time. We'll come through the energy centers and the glands one more time. So lacing the fingers, the pineal gland, the pituitary, thyroid and parathyroid glands, thymus, pancreas, reproductive, and adrenals. If you want to know more information about them, go on to the body talk page of my website. Scroll down and there will be a link to lots of handouts which include the endocrine glands from today. We're going to come a bit lower than the thymus to the heart. I'm going to close the eyes. Tune into any bodily sensations, itches, tingles, twitches. There might be some areas that feel very comfortable and others that don't. You might feel more weighted forwards or backwards, to one side or the other. So closing the eyes helps us to tune inwards. Covering ourselves is our skin, and through the skin we can feel the external environment and just noticing the air temperature and how it makes you feel. Through your ears, you're hearing your external world. And then if you softly open the eyes, bringing in light, colors, textures, and shapes of this external place. Thank you very much for glowing with your glands. A supportive way of transitioning now is to give your skin, your outer surface, a good brush. You might be staying here to explore some more, or you might be out and about. So thank you once again for joining me in this session.